Jake makes Conor McGregor nervous. Paul would never put him in a box, but the music is what matters. In actuality, this is a world you would enter. Well, look, we kicked off the first crossover event in combat sports, and when I faced Floyd, it served as something of a welcome to combat. Corner, let's go straight to the fallout from Jake Paul's contentious win over Mike Tyson. Many fans are furious, and it's difficult to blame them for what should have been a display of genuine skill against a legendary figure in sports. The controversy hasn't ended there, though, as there are now rumors that Netflix and the UFC have agreed to set up a huge fight between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor. Paul managed to win a unanimous decision over a 58-year-old Tyson who seemed to hold back throughout the fight. I'm a fight. McGregor, have you been speaking like yourself lately? The fact that he's already avoiding me means that you need to call him. I will defeat McGregor. The combat sports world has been rocked by this stunning statement, which has sparked discussions about the future of both boxing and mixed martial arts. The first ever live sporting event to be streamed on Netflix was Paul's victory over Tyson. The event attracted enormous amounts of viewers, yet many people were dissatisfied by the actual contest. Paul was pushed to the limit by Mike despite his knee injury and his recovery from a serious health crisis earlier this year. After losing half of his blood and 25 pounds, Tyson later disclosed that he had received 8 blood transfusions in a few months. Despite these defeats, Tyson persevered through 8 rounds against Paul, a guy half his age, in front of a crowded at&t stadium. Many people condemned Paul's performance, claiming that he took advantage of Tyson's self-imposed restrictions. Known for his sharp tongue and ability to stir things up, Conor McGregor wasted no time in adding fuel to the fire. After the fight, McGregor deleted a tweet that included a picture of Senator Mitch McConnell, sarcastically suggesting that the 82-year-old politician should be Paul's next opponent. He then doubled down with a highly controversial joke that Paul might even fight. In 2015, boxer Pritchard Colon tragically sustained a brain injury that changed his life. What do you think of this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight? Wow, these comments are a little odd. Received a lot of criticism, even from McGregor's own supporters, who thought it had gone too far. Jake, in contrast, Paul did not spend any time in his post-fight interviews discussing the possibility of a battle with McGregor. Paul dismissed the Irish superstar, saying he was afraid and that McGregor wouldn't dare fight him in the ring. Paul's confidence is unquestionable, but his taunts didn't end there. He even challenged McGregor to an MMA fight, saying he would fight without weight class, just like it used to be done. Paul cited his previous victory over Nate Diaz, a fighter who had previously defeated McGregor in the UFC, as proof of his superiority. His incessant desire to provoke McGregor questions whether he truly thinks he can win or if he's just playing the publicity game. The reported deal between Netflix and the UFC to stage the fight is groundbreaking in and of itself. Jake Paul has officially lost his mind and his ego is out of control after defeating Mike Tyson. He calls out Conor McGregor in the MMA fight because Mike Tyson put up a better fight in the Cowboys stadium than the Cowboys do themselves. However, just because Mike Tyson defeated 60-year-old Mike Tyson doesn't mean Jake Paul can defeat him. Inside the octagon, Jake Paul Dana White has historically opposed allowing his fighters to compete outside of promotional control, and UFC fighters are notoriously bound by exclusive contracts. However, if reports are to be believed, Netflix's deep pockets and the possibility of a huge payout may have softened White's position. This fight would mark McGregor's first time back in the ring since his 2017 mega fight against Floyd Mayweather, which ended in a 10th round TKO loss for the Irishman. Fans and analysts alike are wondering whether McGregor is fighting to cement his legacy or just to add to his already impressive bank account. Additionally, how will McGregor fare against Paul, who, despite his antics, has shown improvement in his boxing skills over the years? Hey, G, I got $10,000 for you, cash, baby, cash money. Oh, you had $50 million. McGregor, 36, has never shied away from a challenge or an opportunity for a lucrative payday. His fight with Mayweather remains one of the highest-grossing combat sports events of all time, and a bout with Jake Paul could be just as lucrative. The storyline leading up to this battle is intriguing. With victories against opponents like Ben Askren, Paul's career has been based on carefully planned bouts against aging legends and MMA fighters who are out of their element. The Irishman has long been a divisive figure in combat sports, and while his star power remains undeniable, his recent record leaves much to be desired. Since winning 2 UFC titles in 2016, McGregor has only won 1 fight in the octagon. Tyron Woodley and Nate Diaz, his opponents, claim that these victories mean little in the context of professional boxing. The fight against Tyson was supposed to legitimize Paul as a boxer, but the nature of his win has only increased the SK surrounding him. The Irishman's victory over Paul could significantly boost his career, public perception. Listen, I always call it. And this time Jake Paul called out Conor McGregor saying, "It's time to fight," which is why he beat up Tyson. "It's time to roll with you, Conor McGregor, but not in a dirty, get your mind out, fight kind of way. We're going to fight," I said, calling Conor McGregor's team. "Hey buddy, I'm going to show you how to fight because your last boxing fight wasn't all that," I said. "I'm going to show you how to fight. Yes, pay attention. We're going to take care of the hacker immediately, and he will be handling all of that, Jake." "What's going on, man? Why is he acting this way?" Paul will ask, and that's when he DS Paul Jake, "Why is this a bad plan?" Paul strikes the ground. From a stylistic perspective, the clash is exciting, and I'm your guy. The question still remains, can Paul handle the pressure of facing someone as skilled and unpredictable as McGregor? The build-up to this fight is sure to be as explosive as the actual fight. Both Paul and McGregor are masters of promotion, and their verbal sparring is likely to dominate headlines in the coming months, with Netflix's platform providing unprecedented reach. Paul's youth and size advantage could pose problems for McGregor, who is much smaller and hasn't boxed professionally since the Mayweather fight. The event could break attendance records and reshape the boundaries of crossover. Critics of combat sports contend that this matchup further conflates the distinction between respectable competition and spectacle. While boxing purists, combat sports are ultimately about storytelling as much as skill, and Paul versus McGregor has all the makings of a blockbuster story. Even though some may laugh at the notion of a YouTuber competing against a former UFC champion, there is no doubting the entertainment value and financial incentives behind this fight. Netflix's involvement also brings up intriguing issues regarding the future of combat sports broadcasting. If this event is a success, it may pave the way for other streaming giants to enter the market, potentially posing a threat to pay-per-view models and traditional networks. It's difficult to avoid feeling conflicted, because while the idea of Jake Paul and Conor McGregor trading blows is undoubtedly exciting, it also serves as a stark reminder of how far the sport has strayed from its origins. Whether you like it or not, there's no doubting that this fight will garner international attention. Thank you for watching Combat Corner. The impact on the industry could be seismic as fighters and promoters look for new ways to reach audiences and maximize revenue. What do you think about the forthcoming battle between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor? Will the YouTuber turned boxer pull off another surprise upset, or does MC Greer still have what it takes to shut Paul down? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to hit the notification and like and subscribe. For the most recent information on this titanic battle and more from the combat sports world, click bell.